What do ice cream and CNCF's graduated project Crossplane have in common? They both rely on the perfect recipe to deliver something amazing consistently. Hey y'all, I'm Margarita Medina, staff developer advocate at Upbound. This video covers the fundamentals of Crossplane 2.0 and Upbound. To kick things off, what is Upbound? Upbound empowers infrastructure and platform teams with intelligent control planes that provision, operate, and adapt, ensuring your platforms are ready for both humans and agents. And if you didn't know, Upbound is the creator of Crossplane, a CNCF graduated project. Crossplane is built on the foundation of Kubernetes, extending control plane capabilities to orchestrate anything. And Upbound Crossplane takes it even further as the intelligent way to manage infrastructure and applications. What is Crossplane? Crossplane is a cloud-native framework for platform engineering. It lets you build control planes with APIs and abstractions tailored to your teams and organization. Instead of exposing raw cloud configs or scripts, platform teams design APIs that developers can safely consume. Crossplane is open source, extends Kubernetes control plane, and runs anywhere Kubernetes runs. What is Upbound Crossplane? Built directly on Crossplane 2.0, it is the AI native distribution of Crossplane that brings intelligence, reliability, and a modern developer experience to the control plane. What is a control plane? Crossplane extends the Kubernetes control plane, which acts as a management layer. It continuously orchestrates resources, cloud resources, Kubernetes objects, on-prem resources, or any API. It doesn't just provision once. It continuously checks that your desired state matches reality. If something drifts, it reconciles and makes things right again. We mentioned intelligent control planes earlier. What are they? Traditional control planes follow a simple loop. They observe, they compare, they act. Intelligent control planes add two new steps: analyze and adapt. Analyze means AI can weigh trade-offs, understand context, and optimize decisions. Adapt means learning from outcomes to continuously improve operations. To make this easier to understand, think of the control plane like a manager of an ice cream factory. The manager doesn't churn ice cream themselves, but they make sure every recipe is followed, and that the machines are working, and that every batch is consistent. If something goes wrong or the freezer breaks, they catch it and they fix it. An intelligent control plane is like an upgraded factory manager, one with AI capabilities. They don't just follow recipes, they analyze which flavors sell best, predict demand, and adjust production automatically. And that's the power of Upbound Crossplane 2.0, bringing that same intelligence to your control plane. So why should you use a control plane? Traditional infrastructure as code struggles with drift, brittle pipelines, and siloed teams. Control planes provide continuous reconciliation, safer abstractions, and a better platform experience for developers. So how does Upbound Crossplane work? Crossplane connects APIs through packages. Providers add support for external APIs like AWS, GCP, or Azure. They include the CRDs and controllers that know how to manage those resources. Configurations bundle XRDs and compositions into reusable APIs. Basically, your platform is packaged and versioned. Functions extend that logic, letting you customize how compositions generate or transform resources. Upbound official providers and official functions are Crossplane providers and functions built as OCI images and are published in the Upbound marketplace. They're signed, versioned, and come with long-term support. We will go into detail about them in a later video. Now, let's break down the core Upbound Crossplane concepts. Let's start with managed resources. These are the core building blocks that map directly to cloud APIs, one-to-one. representations of things like a GKE cluster, an AWS RDS database, or an Azure storage account. Think of them as the foundational pieces Crossplane uses to connect Kubernetes to real-world infrastructure. In the ice cream factory, these are your ingredients. Things like milk, sugar, and vanilla extract. Next, we have composite resource definitions, or XRDs. Crossplane manages more than just infrastructure. Anything with an API can be managed. An XRD is like the ice cream menu to your factory. It defines what your customers, or in this case, your developers, can order and what options they can customize. Maybe it's the flavor, the size, or whether it comes in a cup or a cone. In Crossplane terms, the XRD defines your API schema, the shape of your abstraction and which parameters are visible. Platform teams decide what to expose and what to hide, turning raw cloud resources into a clean, consistent, organization-specific API. So just like a menu tells customers what flavors exist and what choices they have, the XRD defines what developers can request from your control plane. Platform teams build XRDs, application teams consume them. Then come compositions. Once the API is defined, once the menu tells us what can be ordered, we need instructions for how to actually make it. That's where compositions come in. These are the mixing and churning instructions, how to combine ingredients, in what order, and for how long. In Crossplane, they are the pipeline of composition functions, allowing you to implement your business logic that powers your control plane. A composition defines how your managed resources come together behind the scenes. It maps your abstract API, like database, to actual infrastructure it needs. An AWS RDS instance, a subnet group, and IAM policies. So when a developer orders from your menu, say a web application, the composition is the part of the factory that springs into action, assembling all the pieces automatically to deliver the final product. In the ice cream factory, these are your mixing and churning instructions, how to combine ingredients, in what order, and for how long. Now, let's add functions. Functions are like plugins for your compositions. They let you transform inputs, generate resources, and validate configurations. You can author them in languages like KCL, Python, Go, and Go templates. This allows you the flexibility to customize your control plane without writing a full custom controller. In the ice cream factory, these are special touches added. Things like extra sprinkles, or the swirl of dulce de leche, or adjusting churn time for a creamier batch. And then we have operations, where functions focus on resource creation. Operations handle operational ongoing tasks, things like backups, credential rotations, or certificate renewals. They can run once, on a schedule, or in response to resource changes, giving platform teams a declarative way to manage and operate day-to-day operations. We will go into details and examples of them in a later video. Stay tuned. In the ice cream factory, this is the day-to-day upkeep, cleaning the machines, churning and mixing ice cream to keep it fresh, adding labels, and switching tubs as it gets smaller. Finally, to bring everything together, we get the composite resource, or XR. When someone uses your API, whether it's through a CLI, a console, or a developer portal, Crossplane creates an XR. It's a Kubernetes object that represents your abstraction. From the developer's point of view, we're just ordering a single item off the menu, something like database. Behind the scenes, Crossplane uses the recipe you've defined to gather all the right ingredients and follow every step of the process automatically. So a composite resource is that finished tub of ice cream, the complete product that rolls off the factory line when someone requests that flavor. It's the perfect blend of all the managed resources and functions, assembled according to your organization's policies. So to recap the fundamentals, managed resources are the building blocks. XRDs define the blueprints for your APIs. Compositions assemble those resources. Functions extend the logic. Operations keep things running smoothly over time. And composite resources are the abstractions developers request. Now, let's take a look at how that works in the real world. That finished tub of ice cream, the composite resource, might represent something like a database. When a developer requests a database through your control plane or your developer portal, they're really ordering that final product, like choosing a flavor from your menu. Behind the scenes, the ingredients are managed resources Crossplane creates and manages for you. In this case, that might be an AWS Dynamo table, an IAM role for access control, a KMS key for encryption, and a CloudWatch alarm for monitoring. These are the raw building blocks for your infrastructure. The milk, sugar, and vanilla extract of your ice cream flavor. The XRD is the ice cream menu. It defines what you can order and what options you can customize. The flavor, size, whether it comes in a cup or a cone. In cloud terms, that's your API schema. Maybe it lets your developers set things like read and write capacity, enable encryption, or toggle backups. The composition acts as the recipe behind the scenes, the step-by-step mixing and churning instructions that map those choices into real AWS resources. The functions are your special touches, adding sprinkles, adjusting churn time, or automatically increasing capacity for production environments. And operations are your daily factory maintenance, performing backups, rotating keys, and keeping everything fresh and running smoothly. So when a developer orders a simple database, Crossplane handles the entire process, turning a menu choice into a fully provisioned, continuously managed DynamoDB table. To wrap up this video, Crossplane is the open source CNCF graduated project that extends Kubernetes into a universal control plane. Upbound builds on Crossplane, giving platform teams an enterprise-ready way to design and run these control planes. With Upbound, you create control plane projects, curated packages that bundle providers, custom APIs, and compositions, all versioned and ready for your developers to consume. Upbound also provides a marketplace to reuse providers and functions, and adds enterprise features like access control, secure secrets, and a console to observe your control plane. So that's Crossplane in a nutshell, or should I say in a waffle cone? With Upbound, you can craft your own flavors of control plane, scale your recipes, and sprinkle in intelligence as you go. Thank you for watching. Now I'm off to test the next batch. Stay tuned for more of these videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe.